ABC 1, 2, 3. This is the Grand Boat Base second version. I'm going to sort of break it down into 3 steps to build it. There's the footprint layout right there, and this is the stages A, B, C. A being the vault, B being the front, and C being the 2 boathouses. So we'll go through the build here. I'll quickly do the layout of them and make them in 3 different materials: stone, high qual for the nose piece, and metal for the 2 boathouses. And just give you an idea of the foundation layout in this video. This is just more of a follow-up to the original one that I released. So this is just the twig layout here for the front nose piece. And off to the side here is where we're going to put the boathouse. It's a couple squares out and surrounded by external high foundations and the garage doors, and same thing over here. So on this side we'll do the other entrance, which is right here, and low triangle here, and get my bearings. Okay, so this way is the second boathouse. There we go. So that's the footprint. Oh, pardon me, I forgot the nose piece here. There we go. So that, there we go. There's the nose piece. There's everything built together. That's what the twig layout will look like. So what I'll do now is just upgrade the A first, the vault, step 1. In stone, and show you this is the footprint that we'll be building first. And then I'm sort of skipping the second step. I'm just going to get the boathouses upgraded to steel as well. Backwards, but you'll get the gist once I get them upgraded, and I'll float up and just show you the difference. Let's clear out the square foundations for the boats. They don't need to be there. Alright, now I'll get the front stage upgraded to high qual here in a second, but you can see the general layout. Again, this is just to separate the 3 types to sort of make it crystal clear how it's done. Alright, so as you can see, the 3 different patterns: the stone for step A, the high qual for the front, and the steel for the boathouses. So we'll begin with the vault in this build, which is the core of the base. And this is just the 2x2 vault. Again, this is just a follow-up video to the original one that I released. So it's 1.5 high. Just this is doing the vault, which is kind of haphazard here as I build it. I'm just trying to this is a rehash, so again I'm just going through the steps, but get the score all up to stone. Get yourself safe. Watch my first video. It definitely makes it a little bit more clear on how to build this vault. I'm sort of doing this half-assed at this point. Go. With doors, this vault would be nice and safe now. All the twig is gone. It's perfect. Alright, let's get the front entrance and the boats storage completed. So this is the nose piece that sort of allows us to do the stability trick in front of the vault. And just ignore me here, I just screwed that up. But you would make a door up top. That would be your entrance to the second story. And we're putting this all up to high qual, which it would be beautiful in game, but this is just to separate it from the vault. So this will be, the entire front will be made of high qual for this example, just to distinguish it. So you can see the difference here. So as I build this, make a couple things, but this little half wall here is very important right here for stability. It'll be used for the rest to seal off the entrances to the base. And again, this wouldn't be high qual, just for this example it's going to be. So I couldn't decide if I was going to use a jump entrance there as well, but will not. My barbecue entrance is what I mean. So, get these all up to high qual for the example. Obviously this will just be stone or steel depending on how rich you are. And this wall here would be the barbecue jump wall. Just give you a layout up here, what it looks like. From inside, you just roof it over. There we go. Build a little shooty nose piece, which I love. Which you'd want minimum of steel, but stone temporarily until you get some steel. But and again, high qual for now for the example. And this is the other entrance on this side. And it's just wall, wall, wall. There's the door to the other boathouse. And this can be a solid wall because to our left will be a half wall right there. We'll be using this for another stability trick with the barbecue seal. Oops. And again, high qual for the example on the differences. So it's 1.5 tall. And seal it in. And with doors on, this space would be safe at this point. Assuming this is stone, if it was all stone, etc. And this is the 2 half walls. It makes a little shooty entrance there. And this is the barbecue jump wall that I make. This will allow you to fight raiders off if they're right at your front door. And change my mind on the 2 doors in from the boathouse. So, just playing around with this here. I can't decide if I want to do a high foundation or a low foundation. Again, this is something you can just adjust and play with it till you like it. I suggest going onto a build server to, practice the build and build it the way you want. So I'm thinking about doing a higher foundation, just like in my last build of this base. But in this case, we're going to do a jump wall in from the boathouse as well. Allows you to use a shotgun trap or a turret to protect it. and nobody's going to get in. We can also seal it up at the end of the day as well. And then same thing on this side. So I changed my mind. And it'll be a jump wall. I'll just show you here. So put down the twig floor frame, a couple barbecues. So they don't go above the floor frame. That's why you're allowed to use them. And you can still use them to jump over. And this is metal because this is part of the boathouse. So there's the front entrance. Okay. Now, let's build the boathouse. So these are pretty straightforward. There's nothing really tricky about this. Again, 1.5 tall is key. Allows us to hide shotgun traps and all sorts of goodies. Oops, let's try that again. Okay, so that's one boathouse done. Just very quickly get this done. Okay, so you can see the, oops, you can see the 3 separate sections on how to build. So let me give you, I like to use a furnace at the front of this barbecue jump just to get back in. They're less of a struggle to get in, especially if you're running to try to get in quickly. You can jump over very quickly. So both entrances will require a furnace. Or you can put a mailbox. It works. It's just a little trickier. It does take up less space, but it's a little bit more maneuvering, as you can see, to get yourself lined up to jump. But it works. And then again, a couple barbecues. Go. And up here in these little 1.5 spots at the entrances, stick some shotgun traps. Makes it a massive pain in the ass to get in. And then around this area you can also put a trap in. So let's put the floor frame in and I'll just show you how to seal this up. So twig floor frame, which grabs onto the little half wall at the back. And we can seal it with a roof. Look at that, beautiful. And so we can do the same thing on the other entrance here. So we can seal it off. And raiders can kiss your ass. Oops, we'll just seal that up as well. And again, at the front entrance up top, Place that shotgun trap. It makes it a massive pain in the ass to get in with it. And the furnace to allow us to hop over the wall. And it'll be the same thing for the boathouse entrance instead of a mailbox. Yeah. Sorry, it's late at night here. I'm pretty tired right now. And we can seal off the entrance to the boathouse as well. So you don't have to have all 4 entrances open if you don't want to. So here's the other one as well. So that's completely sealed. And put down the furnace. They're all sealed. Nobody can get in without busting through the stone or going through a wall. And that's the overview. So let's get the second floor done. And we'll wrap this up hopefully for the last time. So shooty floor at the front. The little frames down if it's giving you stability, pain in the ass. There we go. And then just wall your way across, ignoring the square foundation, square floors. We're going to put roofs on those for honeycombing. And frame here for a shop front. This will be honeycombing, this will be honeycombing, and that will be a turret. So shooty floor, shooty floor. There we go, another frame for a window, and we'll make our way back. Beautiful. And then just triangle your way around. And roofs. Love the roofs. Oops. Get lost. Because you can double that up with putting a floor below it for protection. And it makes it, you know, hard to sort of guesstimate where they can punch through. So there's the twig layout of the upstairs. Get these shooty holes done properly. And oh, come on now. Let's upgrade this to stone. Done. Wow. Shabam. There we go. And back here, somewhere at the start, I would have actually put the honeycombing on to protect the vault a little bit more. So make the core honeycombs. This will be sheet metal. Which the wall behind it you could upgrade in the future to high qual. And we want stone outside of this to sort of hide the metal. We don't want it to look too juicy. So that'll be stone, then sheet metal. And I forgot that bloody foundation. Roof. And then stone. Hide that foundation. And that's that foundation I forgot there. Oops. And I'll just pretty this up real quick with some shop fronts. And this, of course, would be upgraded to steel. As soon as you can so they don't pick it. And there's the base. So right here, this would of course be the auto turret, if you can get one. If you're getting a base of this size, I'm assuming you'd be able to get a couple auto turrets. And then just the last step would be getting the honeycombing in the boathouse, and then the honeycombing up top. So this wall here, this should be high qual. It's directly in the base, so if they're coming in through that side, you want them to follow around the nose piece and not try to punch through there and then into the vault. So that's what they're going to see. That's why in my original build I had a roof going up there instead of those two high walls to jump over. So honeycomb, and then the core of the vault will of course be armored. Assuming you're rich enough. Alright, sheet metal. And then the outer steps will make stone, again to hide the wealth. And then you put your, lockers in here, fridge, all that jazz. Same thing on this side. And again, armor up the core, if you can afford it. But these walls here that go out to the entrance, you need to get them armored up. That's a minimum. There's the honeycombing, and then hide this bad boy again with the stone. And then there's a little bit of room in here, you can put some lockers, etc. There it is. Now, honeycombing above the boathouses. So it's just simple roofs. There we go. Seal that off, and then right here we'll do another set of roofs. Those little triangle pieces are a good spot to stick auto turrets as well. And this spot right here is another good spot for an auto turret. There we go. So it'll be two good auto turrets there. And then the exact same thing on this side as well. Roof. go. And another good spot for another auto turret. And I would get more of that roof up top there. This sheet metal if you can. Just to deter raiders from going in through there. So again, furnace to hop over. And then up in here we can put a little turret to dissuade people from coming in. So sheet metal. And I mean, you can use a shotgun trap. Obviously an auto turret would be your best friend, but that would work for anyone trying to jump up over. And then of course you'd want to do one facing the boathouse as well for that entrance. So depending on which way they come through. So you put one like that. And that would work fine. And if you're, again, a rich base, you could put a full auto turret. And that would make it a massive pain in the ass. It would be dead. Add a couple shotgun traps if you had them. Remember guys, don't keep any of your traps in boxes. I've seen too many of that happening where people just leave their auto turrets and shotgun traps in boxes. What a waste. Use them or lose them. So, put down the floor frame. Which grips that back half wall right there that's armored. Hop out over the barbecues. Except for a shotgun traps being a pain in the ass. And seal the base up at night with a roof. And then run around to the boathouse. And do the exact same thing. Then just dump your hammer and your blueprint and your materials in the furnace there, and it's sealed. You can sign off. So both sides are sealed. Well, that's it. I hope this second release of the Grand Boathouse was helpful. Everyone hopefully enjoy it. Good luck out there. Stay rusty.